let's keep it pushing. We're gonna talk about Chris Brown. Chris Brown just dropped his album Breezy, the latest.
Breezy.
Um, First off, I heard a couple. Did any of you guys hear? I heard some songs
Yeah,
on it. It's not that
yeah.
bad. It's pretty. It's pretty.
It's
But you know what though? I definitely Chris. I would categorize Chris Brown in those artists that like, even when he's not exactly popular or selling music, he's never gonna give you bad music. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's that
he's a really good artist when it comes to putting in. You know what I mean?
that's what sucks with Chris Brown, and he probably doesn't understand that because he wants praise on all these albums he's making, but bro,
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to look at him kind of like how R. Kelly was when R. Kelly could just fucking just push out bangers, just bangers after bangers after bangers, and it's like he not even trying hard. You know what I'm saying?
Or
That's like
Right.
Chris Brown. Like
yeah.
Chris Brown he just makes bangers. Like so he has to do something extraordinary for people to be like, oh yeah, all right, this is it, and like go crazy about it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
we know Chris Brown gonna come with fire. Like I listen to it, it's dope, it's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Same. Same. I listened to the album. I honestly got the album downloaded on my phone. It's actually one of the few albums that I like keep in rotation and like listen to as, when the day makes sense for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't knock the
Right.
album at all. I think it's really good to actually hear that it's not getting, you know, the recognition that he feels comfortable with, that he feels like it deserves in a sense. Which I mean, I see it's doing numbers, but like we all know when Chris Brown puts out a good album, like the numbers that he really gets, like it's crazy, crazy numbers because he has a strong fan base. So
Mm-hmm.
I do notice the difference, you know what I'm saying? And it actually surprises me. I really am surprised.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good, and also like, I think it's a thing with artists, especially when they're as seasoned as Chris Brown. They kind of start to confuse the quality of their art with how receptive it is to people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I
Mhm.
think, or how much sales they make number wise. And with Chris Brown with this, until I think it was kind of a lack of promotion because I didn't even know this album was coming out until about 2 to 3 days before it released. Like, I
Right.
didn't really,
Same.
and
Same.
for Chris Brown, that's kind of weird. Like, you're such a big artist, like you think his album promotion for him would roll out 30, 60 days before. So, um, so obviously it didn't do the numbers that him and his team thought it would. So he got on Instagram or Twitter, I think it was, and basically was saying how whenever he's involved in some kind of controversy, everyone talks about it. It's in the media, but when he puts out a album or some new music, it's just crickets. And yeah, so I guess he was kind of saying like, fans need to do a better job of supporting him and his music, which I don't think is a good idea ever to blame your fans. I don't think that's a good
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good escape plan, but
Yeah.
I understand his frustration, but also, like I said, I don't think that reflects on how good the album was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No, that's
exactly.
true.
Exactly. Like I mean, it was a fire album. The only thing with Chris Brown is like sometimes he gives you like the same vibe like back to back, and I feel like it's because he probably records
Right.
these songs like back to back. He gets on and just records like
Yeah.
because you can just talk and sing at the same time. If that should sound good, like it's over with, bro.
Yeah,
So I
and
feel
I
like
don't know if y'all seen his interview, but he actually said that as of recently, or I don't know how long, but like he's a punching rapper, punching singer. Like he
mhm.
don't really write. Like he
I
worked
figured,
fast.
I figured. So yeah, he could,
Yeah,
and like like I said, that's why I feel like him and R. Kelly. Because I remember watching the shit on R. Kelly and R. Kelly would just come up with just songs back to back and just talk singing. You heard the track like that nigga just could just talk and sing at the same time and
right.
record a bang. I feel like Chris Brown on that same shit. So he probably records songs
Yeah,
back to back. So some of them kind of got the same vibe.
What about the Yeah, we're. What about the comparisons to Michael Jackson? Do y'all think a lot of people been saying, man, Chris Brown is even a harder worker than Michael Jackson. He's a better artist than Michael Jackson. What y'all think about that?
I don't know about better, harder worker.
yeah,
Like I wouldn't be able to judge that, but
right.
honestly, I think that Chris Brown is a better dancer than Michael Jackson, but he's not a better
Mm,
singer than Michael Jackson, in my opinion. I feel like Michael Jackson can sing better.
I
okay.
can agree with that. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, Chris Brown's definitely,
can't.
yeah.
Yeah, because even Chris Brown, sorry about that. Even Chris Brown himself said that, like, even though it's humbling to be compared, or
Yeah.
contrast Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Like he said he don't think he's ever gonna be better than, because that's the reason why he does what he does, and he still looks up to him. So, I mean, you can't take that away from him. Like, though, but I ain't gonna lie. As far as vocally, like, who would probably be like today's Michael Jackson and has that similar feel, even though it's still different. I don't know if y'all agree with me, but I would say The Weeknd, only because I seen him
Yeah,
perform
Yeah,
live.
for sure.
When you hear that nigga live, bro, and
yeah,
you're and like, even if you're just like outside of the stadium and like you're in like the concourse on the outside part, hearing that nigga, it sounds like you're at a
yeah,
Michael Jackson
Yeah,
concert,
yeah,
bro.
that's for
For real.
sure, bro. But
yeah.
but the
Yeah, he
comparisons with
definitely has that same.
the
Yeah,
comparisons with Chris Brown and Michael Jackson, I feel like it's good comparisons because like
It
they both
is.
can
It
sing
is.
like crazy and dance like. And when I say Michael Jackson the better singer, I don't think he's that far from Michael Jackson in singing, and I don't think Michael Jackson is that
yeah,
far from Chris Brown in dancing. So Chris Brown definitely
That's a fact.
earned his
yeah,
stripes in this regards.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we're gonna definitely keep talking about that Chris Brown album. See what happens next with it. I don't think it's gonna sell no more, but it's definitely good. If you ain't listen to it, go check it out. And there's a lot of tracks on it. I think there's at least like 20 something, right? If I'm not mistaken, like 20 something tracks on it.
It's a decent
Yeah,
amount.
good
Yeah.
album. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get to the serious news before we bounce. So let's talk about this July